Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. We are of course planning the week of the 20th of February in my it is 7 by 9, but it is also called a 5 wide, and I am using the October 2023 mystery from Plannerface, which is called Best Friends. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use Tilly10 just Tilly, sorry, to save 10% and mention me for one of the PR freebies. These are changing at the end of March, so you are in your last little time to pick up the spring freebies. I am using a red sparkle foil bundle from Scribble Prints Co, and then heart doodles underlays from my shop in sparkly red as well. As I've been over before, like sparkly and holographic foils don't always show up as well as I would like on camera, but yeah, sorry, I just ripped the page there with my bottom washi, but it works out okay. Just got a couple of day extenders this time, and there were plenty of boxes, as there always are with mystery kits. So we have 2 double box scenes, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I was just using this for the month of February because it's kind of Valentine's-y but best friendly, and it just felt right, so I decided to do that. So whilst I go along putting down the base of this spread, we've got a few books to talk about, and the books I've prepared are not the ones that I've read this week. I'm a bit confused and been looking at later books, but that's fine. We will just find the right place and we will start talking about these books. So the first one is Royal Valentine. This is the last of the Improbable Meet Cute series that Amazon made for Valentine's Day, and this one is by Soraya Wilson. I gave this 4 stars. So essentially, Princess Ilaria wants to be a normal girl for Valentine's Day, so she decides to swap places with her assistant. There she meets Callum, a photographer who she finds herself very drawn to. What will happen when the truth comes out? So as I say, this was a novelette. This really didn't disappoint for me. Ilaria, who goes for Anna by most of the book, is so clearly in need of a break from being royalty, and Callum is just such a sweetheart. I 100% knew the twist that was coming as soon as it was hinted at, but I still enjoyed it. It managed to hit the normal structure of a romance in only 70 pages without feeling like you didn't know the characters at all. And I loved all of the little details in this. It was a nice, quick, good feel romance, and I would recommend it, hence why I gave it 4 stars. Moving on swiftly, we have Sheets by Brenna Thumler. This is a graphic novel, I think it's middle grade graphic novel, so I am an adult reading middle grade, but I do think this is suitable for all ages. So Marjorie is judging schoolwork. She is running her family's laundrette because her mum's died and her father has fallen into a pit of depression/grief. When some strange things start happening, it turns out to be Wendell, who is a ghost. So I read this after a really rough day at work, and it was just exactly what I needed. So I gave this 4 stars, and I know some of my friends that I normally agree with their opinions on get this less, but it was just exactly what I needed in that moment. It just helped me to enjoy it because it was the lightheartedness that I needed. There are some heavy topics covered in this. Obviously, we've already talked about grief and depression. And some graphic novels are very speech or text heavy, but this wasn't. It told the story through the graphics, which is 100% my favourite way for graphic novels to work. There's reality of being a 13-year-old at school and being a young person that died, because Wendell is also a child. There is a tiny bit of random romance, and it wasn't really needed. The ending felt a little bit too neat, but of course it's middle grade. What are we expecting, really? I've added this to my buy list because I borrowed it from the library, and I definitely want to read the rest of the series, but yeah, I haven't purchased them yet. But I'm starting a few series this year that I'm like, oh, I need to read the rest of that, but I haven't actually got around to reading. My next book was The Brothers Hawthorns by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the 4th book in the Inheritance Games series, but this doesn't follow Avery as the main character. It follows Grayson and Jameson. Grace, it's a bit hard to describe this because I don't want to ruin the previous books, but Grayson's keeping an eye on his sisters. So one of them is in trouble. He sweeps in. But will he be able to keep the truth a secret? Jameson's mysterious father, who he has no interest in finding, appears and gives Jameson a challenge. Knowing Jameson he can't turn this down, will he be up for the new game? I really enjoyed watching Grayson's relationship with his sisters, and the way he protected them was just so well built on his character, and it just felt right. I loved getting to know him a bit more, and he might just be my favourite brother. The plot Jameson ends up in is a lot of fun, and it was classic Inheritance games, like going back to that first book, and I really enjoyed that. The secret that comes out at the end of this, Barnes knows how to set up for future books. I did feel there was a bit of a duplication for the end of Final Gambit, but I now want to reread the original trilogy, and spoiler alert, I am actually rereading the Inheritance games on audiobook as we speak. Not literally as we speak, because you can't listen to something whilst talking and doing a voiceover, but like that is the audiobook I'm listening to at the moment. The last book I read this week, it was a strong reading week. We had 3 4 stars and 1 4.5 stars. I gave Brothers Hawthorne 4.5, sorry. And the last book is Before I Go to Sleep, which I gave 4 stars to. So this is by S.J. Watson. So every time Christine falls to sleep, she forgets her entire life. She wakes up next to somebody she doesn't recognise who says he's her husband. She goes to the mirror and discovers she's 20 years older than she thinks she is in her head. And she has photographic evidence of her wedding, marriage, and basically you go on her story of trying to discover who she is and like how she deals with that from when she last slept. A lot of this is written with a different view of memories, and I thought it was going to end up a little bit repetitive, and there were repetitive bits, but like it was still enjoyable, and I think they did a good job. And I think Watson did a good job of not not making it too repetitive. It's exactly what I want from a thriller. It's an interesting setup, lots of little twists and turns through the pages, and a shocking end twist. I did work out the twist, to be fair to me, but it was still enjoyable. I really love an unreliable narrator, and of course somebody who forgets their lives every 24 hours is one of those. And loads of reviews for this book said this sort of amnesia is impossible. That is not true. The brain does really weird and wonderful things to protect you, and memories of that, brain's interpretation of what happened, that are always going to be fallible. So yeah, thrillers about memory are something I really find interesting. There are plot holes in this though, I have to say that, and there are lots of coincidences that probably wouldn't happen in real life, but you're really reading thrillers for probability, things that are probable to happen, because I'm not. Yeah, she does manage to drop the repetitive nature, as I said, but there is a bit of a repetitive nature of the novel. If you don't mind improbable thrillers and a little bit of repetition, read this. I was hooked and read half of it in one sitting. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. That is it for the books I read this week. It was a really rough week. I am still putting down boxes, so I've got a bit of time to just chat, which is nice because last week when I filmed the voiceover, I had read so many books because of all the novelettes. I didn't really have time to talk through this. I don't know whether other people do this when they're colour blocking, but I always do like the 2 days that are the same colour at the same time, and this is another of those spreads where I've mirrored the colour blocking, and I really love it when I do that. I've also decided I'm gonna not film a plan with me 1 week and then film 2 the week after, so that I can always put the scripts down. I must put the scripts down this week, and that is how I'm going to try and do it going forward, because I don't think it's right to film plan with me's without the scripts down. It just doesn't look the same, and I just think that is a better way of doing things. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to do that, but I filmed a lot in advance before going back to work. So how much did I work this week? I did a 6-hour and a 4-hour day this week, and I had a really rough day on the Tuesday, which we'll get into, but yeah, my phase return is happening. It's going. This was week 3 of my phase return, and I think it's going to end up as 7 weeks. Is that right? 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's right. 7 weeks we're going to end up as. But yeah, it's been a challenge at times, and I've been really struggling a bit more recently, which we will get into in future plan with me's, because I'm filming this quite before today, I've always filmed the voiceover. I film the video on the Monday, of like the next week. So for this, I filmed this on the 26th, and I've done the voiceover during that week, but it's not. It's like mid-March by now, so this is like this is nearly a month ago. In fact, it is a month ago. Is it? Yeah, like it's the 17th of March now when I'm recording this voiceover. So this is a little bit ago. I do have one whole plan with me filmed and one half plan with me filmed. I need to do the voiceover for the full one, but it's the weekend, so I've got nails on, so I need to focus on filming more than editing. So yeah, but yeah, I have got quite behind, and actually this video goes up on Monday when I'm recording this voiceover. But yeah, the next few weeks have been a little bit hard, and the adjustment to go back to work has been difficult. I'm meeting with my manager tomorrow to decide what I'm working this week, as in the week that's coming up. It's Sunday today. I'm really confusing myself. I really love when so yeah, I'm nervous because I think she wants me to do a full day next week, and I'm breaking it. But I love patterns when they can be either way up. Sometimes there's a pattern in a kit that has to be one way up, and it really annoys me because I often put things the other way around, and I think I'm not unique in that, but like this heart pattern on the Wednesday and Thursday, you can put either way up, and I think that works really well for it. I am trying to show up off as much of the underlays as I can, but I'm not always very good at it. I'm trying to put work in a little half boxy, side boxy thing because I just think, yeah, that works really well. But you can see me here trying to fit the paint swatches and stuff in. But that is it for that. So now we can get into the day by day and talk about our week. So I slept really badly and I was really, really tired on the morning of the 19th. It just, yeah, absolutely poopered, to be quite honest with you. I, yeah, didn't really, yeah, had a really bad night's sleep. So then I watched Kiki's Delivery Service, which is a Studio Ghibli film. I've seen it before, but my Better Than Yesterday, which is like a game box thing that gives you one thing to do every day, was to watch a foreign film. So yeah, I watched that. Then I did some brainstorming for my shop and business. I filmed a plan with me, so that will have been the week before's plan with me. Then I arranged some flowers for my granny because it was her birthday the next day. So I was giving those to my mum to take to her grave because I was at work. Then I read Royal Valentine, which I read in one sitting, played some solitaire on my phone, watched Emily in Paris, which is an excellent TV show. I really enjoyed it. And then I took off my nails ready for work the next day. So as we've already said, on to the Tuesday, I was at work that day. I was there for 6 hours and I just flicked the script like out of the way completely and could not find it for ages. So sorry about that little pause there. Then our whole team went for a coffee, which was really lovely, and it was really nice to be there for a little bit longer so we could do that together. However, the shift was really rough for me and I was really close to having a panic attack and bursting into tears during work. But I managed to hold off until I was talking to Rachel, so I've just marked there, Rachel is awesome. Rachel's my line manager, she's great. But yeah, came home and I read Sheets, as I said, really rubbish day at work, and then I came home and read Sheets and it was exactly what I needed. I was still really in my feelings and feeling rough AF. And so I marked that in, and then I played Wingspan on my own because there is a solo version of it, and I won, which was nice. And I got a very, very good score, which is always a plus. On to Wednesday, the 21st, I started my day with doing some life admin in general. With life admin, I often mean things like reading Daily Stoic, doing meditation and stuff like that, as well as actual life admin. Then I read some of Before I Go to Sleep, which was my new book that day. And then I went to the last Wellbeing Group session. So this was a group through Mind, and that was like the second group I've done with them. It was the second 6-week group, so that finished then. I wasn't having a good brain day, so I was in my feels. In fact, I actually completely broke down during the Wellbeing Group. It was not a good time. I was in a really bad place. So yeah, I just sat and cried for a little while. Then came home and folded a load of laundry, I assume because our cleaner was coming the next day, but I'm not really sure. That would make sense though, I think. Would it? I don't know. Anyway, I folded some laundry anyway, and then we watched some more Emily in Paris. On to the Thursday, I don't know what I'm doing with this script here. I think I folded it by accident and now I'm trying to Thursday was a really, really bad brain day. I did not want to get out of bed and in fact stayed in bed most of the day. I laid in bed and read lots of before I go to sleep, and then I was basically on the sofa all day and feeling sad, and I listened to The Brothers Hawthorne on audiobook, and when my husband got home from work we just had some cuddles, and that was really it for the day. It was a very boring, miserable day. Honestly, I was feeling shite, and to the point that I messaged my care coordinator earlier in the week, and I definitely needed a chat with her, which I had on the Friday. Sorry about that little camera shaking there, I don't know where that's from. So anyway, the Friday I was at work again, but we did just do 4 hours that day. I met with with Rachel afterwards and had a chat with her, which was a bit more positive because work hadn't been so rough. And then I again read some more of Before I Go to Sleep. When I got home, I have a little after work routine. So I come home, I go for a walk if I need to get more steps in, and then I have my shower, and then I do some reading and have a hot milky drink because that makes me feel better in life. So after I'd done some reading and that little routine thing, I had a call with Rebecca, who's my care coordinator, and we made a bit of a plan for how I could try and not wallow in self-pity and try to feel a little bit better. So after that I did my nails, which is like my little Friday routine. I do my nails, and on Monday I take them back off. Then had some cuddles when Soch came home from work. He works till 6 on a Friday, so yeah, that was that. And then we watched some Emily in Paris. On the Saturday, my better than yesterday was to have breakfast in bed, so Soch bought me some waffles, which was incredible. It was so lovely just to have waffles in bed. And then I spent a really leisurely morning having a little explore of the library, and I took out like a shed load of books that I've been starting to work my way through. I'm gonna have to renew several of them, especially because I've just done my rolls for Swiftopoly like halfway through March, and I've got double the amount of books that I like roll for because of like how my rolls have gone, but that's absolutely fine. Anyway, on my way back from the library I went to the grocery store and I met my husband there because we ended up buying cat food, so he met me there, came home, and I played some solitaire. I edited and did the voiceover, I assume, for the Plan With Me I filmed on Monday. Started reading the Kill List. Then I did, so I'm doing a module on perfectionism with my care co with Rebecca, and we go over it during our sessions, and then I go over it again at home, and so I was going over that. Then I had a date night with my hubby-bund, and we started playing Plate Up. This is 100% Anna from Plannerface's fault. I am literally addicted to it now. It is a great game, but this is the first day we played it, I think. Yeah, I suggested it because of Anna, and yeah, really, really enjoyed that. I've been playing it basically every day since. Then afterwards we watched some Emily in Paris, and we had some sexy times, but I was feeling really dissociated after that before bed. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird day all in all, but yeah, it was okay. It was a good day, to be fair. I loved Play Up. On to Sunday, I did my planning for the next week, and then I went for a walk. I did a load of admin for work, just like trying to sort things out, etc. Then I was reading the Kill List, which was a book I finished the next week. Then I filmed my haul, cooked dinner, played Plate Up, and then we watched some Emily in Paris to round up the night. As I say, Plate Up is basically going to be every day, so yeah, I'm quite obsessed with it at the moment. I don't think a day has gone by since the 24th that I've not played it, either on my own or with Soch, because I've started my own. Like, Soch isn't always wanting to play it. I get like obsessive with things, and I think it is like, I've been over this before, but I'm fairly sure I have the ADHD, and it's proper become a hyperfocus for me. Like, it's all I've been thinking and wanting to do, so there's that. But that's absolutely fine. I don't mind having hyperfocus, but when I'm that hyperfocused, I literally want to do it all day every day, and so doesn't have that feeling. So yeah, but anyway, that is it for the spread. I love how monochrome and beaut this is. I'm literally obsessed with it. Oh, I am going to put in the scripts for the week before, which is nice. So hopefully this is the last time you'll have to see this on like the next week, because I will be having them ready every time I film a Plan With Me. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. I'm going away at some point later in the year, so it might not happen for that, because I might have to have some unplanned videos and stuff, miss a couple of Plan With Me's and have them afterwards, just because of like timings and stuff, but we'll see when that comes around. To be honest, it might be fine whilst I'm away, and then it's when I'm back that we might have to do some of the different things. Don't quite know. But anyway, I'm away later in the year, so there's that. What else do I have to say? Not really anything. So I'm going to be putting down these. I'm not obsessed with the fact there's two, like, they're both ready, but this one, the spread that I'm putting down now is more like ready purpley with some ready pinky purple, whereas this one is just full on pink and red, the one that you've just watched me plan. I do love those monochrome spreads, but the colours 100% change next week, and the week after is like another monochrome spread, but not the same colours. But I mean, it's February, so who doesn't love some pinks and reds for February? Let's face it, that is pretty much how things go in Feb. Especially because it's our dating anniversary as well as Valentine's Day and stuff, so yeah. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's no roadwork noise today. It's driving me slightly like, oh, it really gets to me sometimes, to the point I have to have headphones in during the day just to like not have the noise bothering me. It's a situation, but oh well. Yeah, there's that. So, what was I going to say? So yeah, it's slowly moving up the road, and it's now like literally outside our house, so I'm hoping it'll move further up, and hopefully that will mean soon that my husband doesn't have to go through the traffic lights to go to and from work. That is the dream, hope. So there's that. I really don't know what else to say. This is like, I forgot that this was at the end of this video, so it's just been a little moment having this here to just chat through, because I kind of did a load of chatting at the beginning as well. I just feel like this feels slower than my normal videos, but it's about the same length as my normal videos. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a week, really. So yeah, I've got a week coming up where I'm working 3 days a week from now on, and I will be, working that mostly. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Sorry, I'm yawning now. Oh, I remember this week. I'm not surprised I feel so burnt out because of how much I've been doing recently. I just need to make sure I'm still resting and stuff like that. Like, I'm looking at that day, like, went to Manchester and spent time with the in-laws, and then came home and had a call with my Discord pals, which is lovely, but it's a lot. So there is that. But well, so that will be pretty much it for this video. I don't think there can be that much more, like another minute or so. Well, not even a minute, like another 40 seconds, 30 seconds now I've said that. But yeah, I'm just going to give you some wiggles, and it will be beautiful and glorious and sparkly. I love how pink and red these are, but I don't love that they're in a row. I am going to try and show you some of the red sparkle. Thank you for watching. Comment, like down below if you enjoyed this video. Here are my leftovers. There's plenty here, and so I think I've put that into my box of things to give away. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that kind of thing, and I will see you next time. Bye!